This weekend, Russia will mark one of the most significant and solemn holidays in its calendar, the 70th anniversary of the defeat of Nazi Germany in World War II. And today we're looking at one of the most tragic and harrowing chapters of the war, that of the siege of Leningrad. Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, was among the main strategic targets for Nazi Germany. Its goal was to lay the city to waste by bombing it and starve its population to death. RT's Medina Kochnova went to St. Petersburg to read the letters of those who were part of the tragedy.
When you walk down the street, you come across dead bodies carried on sledges all the time. Most of them were being thrown into mass graves because people had no strength to make a coffin and dig out a grave.
This is Svetlana. She was only 7 years old when the war broke out. Born in Leningrad, she shows me around her city that still bears grim memories of a dire struggle.
А вот здесь вот она лежала. Она лежала головой сюда. Ноги у нее были вот около этой трубы. Труба эта тоже была. Ноги у нее были около трубы. Такие ноги ужасно черные. Ужасно черные. Ой, дошла им. Ой, Господи. Ой, потом уже, это был мой первый, так скажем, случай, когда я увидела.
Hunger was soon joined by cold. The winter of 1941 saw temperatures plunge to minus 40 degrees Celsius.
With no heating, the entire water supply network of the city had frozen solid, meaning people's taps ran completely dry. The only solution for an already starving but now thirsty population was to head out onto the frozen river and collect water from holes in the ice.
Excerpts from people's diaries reveal the scope of disaster.
People wander around the city holding empty buckets, searching for water. There is no water. The pipes are frozen. We will all die and be covered with snow.
By the end of this dark winter, people were driven to madness, and some very troubling things began to take place.
Cases of cannibalism started to appear. You walk down the street and you see a corpse. You walk back and see there is a piece missing.
Attacks on women and children have begun.
А детей воровали зачем?
Чтобы съесть. Этого не надо бояться. Это было, и это все знали, что это было.
These were some of the darkest moments of the siege, which was finally lifted at the start of 1944. Medina Kochnova, RT, St. Petersburg.
And amid the starvation and suffering, the people of Leningrad could hear a persistent beat, that of the Leningrad metronome.
Говорит штаб местной противовоздушной обороны. Воздушная тревога! Воздушная тревога!
Many lives were indeed saved by those sirens that went off before every bombing campaign, with a human voice warning of an impending attack. There were also regular radio broadcasts about the situation on the battlefields, the only remaining source of information in the besieged city. And 78-year-old Tatiana Korsakova, one of those who survived the horrors of the Leningrad blockade, she told us how they managed to save the life of her infant sister.
Моя сестренка, которая родилась в августе 1941 года, она умирала. Я видела, как подергивались ее ручки, как закатывались глазки. Но бабушка, она где-то в каких-то уголках, в чайных коробках нашла несколько чаинок, заварила чай, несколько крупиц песка и вот этим заваренным чайком отпоила мою сестренку, отогрела ее, растирая варежкой. Сестренка выжила.
And do stay with RT International for more of our special coverage throughout the week. You can head to RT.com for more memories and accounts from World War II and the victory over the Nazis.